John Hiatt, Lyle Lovett, and a couple of baby songs to start us off with. Now, I was watching you guys when John was playing, Lyle was looking, and when Lyle was playing. You guys really enjoy listening to each other, don't you? Or is that just a front?
Yeah, no, I enjoy. We enjoy listening to each other.
It really is. The first time I went to see John Hiatt in concert in 1981, and I didn't have nearly as good a seat as I do today.
Well, that's what I was going to say. You got the best vantage point of anybody.
It is kind of that way, and I feel the same way, and I just love hearing Lyle in this fashion, just solo and singing his songs just straight up like this, just wonderful.
That's beautiful. This is kind of like an old-fashioned guitar pull. So when did you guys decide to get out on the road? Now you did one with Joe Ely and a few years ago.
Guy Clark.
Clark. There we go.
Actually, for years, back in October of 1989 was the first time we worked together, the four of us, and it's really only been the last couple of years that John and I have gone out, just the two of us, and we just enjoy getting to hang out and play. For me, sitting here listening to John every night, it's a songwriting lesson, it's a guitar lesson.
Oh, yeah.
It's just great fun, to be part of what John's doing.
I wanted to ask John something. I know that people consider you a songwriter. I certainly do, and I know you probably don't want to take credit for that, but it's something that other people say. Whatever that means. There's a song of yours called "The Usual" off one of your earlier albums.
Yes.
And somebody did a cover of that, and I wanted to know what your reaction was when you found out that guy was going to do a cover of your song.
Yeah, Bob Dylan recorded it,
yeah.
And it was I was stunned, of course, but I actually got a phone call from him, and he was doing this movie which went straight to video. This was even before DVD, and. He actually asked me to write some songs for it, which I was stunned. And I wrote a couple of songs, and they were pretty much just sort of bad Bob Dylan songs. And he apparently felt the same way because he didn't record them. I think his reaction was, well, I could have done better than that. Exactly. But he wound up recording The Usual, so it was just my luck, really. So
it had to be the thrill of your life.
Absolutely.
As a songwriter.
Sure.
And Lyle, I wanted to ask you a question too about Robert Altman. How you got hooked up with him and started doing any acting, and are you going to do any more acting anytime soon?
Every now and then somebody will ask for me. I don't really pursue acting in the way that. I should if I were really trying to be an actor, in the way that actors do. But every now and then someone, and it was just the grace of God that Robert Altman came to a show that we did. His granddaughter actually brought him to a show that we did at the Greek Theater back in 1990 with Ricky Lee Jones. We did a whole summer with Ricky. And Altman and his wife, lovely wife Catherine, came to the show with their daughter Signe Corriere, who went on to work in the film business, worked with Jonathan Demme for years. Anyways, because of Signe and her having heard my stuff before, that she brought her grandparents, and Altman called me a little bit after that, and I kind of didn't believe it was him.
Yeah.
And I was just standing in my kitchen at home, and he said, "Hi, this is Bob Altman. You want to be in a movie?" Just like that.
How many people have waited for that call?
It was. And he was just terrific. I said, "Well, sure. What should I do to get ready for it? Should I take some acting lessons?" Because I really hadn't acted before, and he said, "Oh, heavens no, they'll just mess you up." So that was his approach, and just what a wonderful experience getting to know him was, and what a wonderful, wonderful teacher he was. Just in the way just to watch him do everything he did was a great learning experience.
He knew what he was doing. The stuff that you did was amazing. I really enjoyed what you did.
He was a lot of help to me. Altman's famous for sort of giving actors a free hand, and letting them improvise and be really creative. And I think that's why a lot of actors like to work with him. He knows who to do that with and who not to. He helped me a lot.
Right. All right. Well, at the Schnitz tonight, let's hear some more music. John Hiatt, Lyle Lovett, Kink Live at the Bing Lounge.